Hi, this is your September 2023 market update. I'm Christina Ward, and I have a lot to share from our national research department from Baylor University and Keller Williams International. So this is not local news today. It is US news, but I find it really interesting, and I'm very excited to share all of this with you. So I get this, so Gary Keller and the Keller Williams economist gets us all this research from Baylor University and their real estate research group over there. And I'm not going to go through every single slide. If you love this stuff, just shoot me an email or a text message and ask for the full report. I'm happy to send it to you. My phone number is 208-869-2444. Okay, so GDP looks pretty good. I mean, even quarterly, look at, that's right where we want to be, 2.4 for second quarter of 2023. Recession probability, this is getting very dorky, so I'm not going to even go there with you. But the first part that I wanted to share was that we are in what we're calling a rolling recession. And a rolling recession means that there are some sectors that are doing really good, and then there are some sectors that are really struggling. And real estate is one of them. Real estate hasn't gone down that much in price, but real estate does feel like a recession. So anything that's affected by the cost of money is in a recession right now. And then everything else is like unemployment right here. Not bad, 3.6. That's actually right where we want to be or better. And this one's interesting. This is actually job openings versus unemployment. So we have more jobs available than people that are unemployed. So we pretty much have full employment is what this is saying. And what I wrote down was interesting. This is why wages have gone up, because somebody can go have a job at a CPA firm and just get recruited and make $30,000 more with another CPA firm. And we've been seeing this. So actually our inflation for the last year was really bad because people weren't making enough money to buy real estate. And I'm going to show you an affordability graph here shortly. It's actually not as bad as it was. It's a lot better. So here's inflation, and here's some expectations and projections for the future, but it's at this time, it's not good. That's the part that's not good. It's getting better. And the income is getting better, which is really helping us. Look at how many people Googled inflation. That's interesting. Okay, this shows inflation in sectors, which is also very interesting. Fastest rising prices. We're going to skip over Canada. So let's talk about home sales. So this is why we're in a recession. We have a declining number of units sold. We don't have a declining average sales price. Only 4.5% in Ada County declined this year in price, which is a lot better than I thought. I thought we'd decline more, but we have about 1 million less home sales year over year. There's people that are not selling and moving, which affects our economy, right? So here's the home sales monthly, and then some, year over year numbers, 2022 versus 2023. This is my favorite chart of all time. So if you know a young person in your life and you're like, just buy real estate because it's a good investment if you own it for a long time. We all know real estate goes up and down, but if you own it for a long time, it's always a good thing. And this shows our, since 1990, our average sales prices. It peaked at 06 at $222,000 as a country, and it went down to 166 at the bottom as a country. And then now we're at 382 average price. So if we wiped away the Great Recession, if we took away all the appreciation, depreciation of the last 3 decades, and we only appreciated 4% a year, our average price should actually be 357. So we're 382. So we are overpriced by 7%. But to me, I look at this and I go, gosh, we're not as overpriced as it feels. It feels expensive, but our income has gone up. Home prices monthly, inventory monthly, new starts. I talk about this all the time. This is the graph that proves why one of the reasons why we have low inventory as a country and as a local economy here in Ada County. We have, since the Great Recession, builders have not built in bulk. They've built one at a time as needed. And this shows we're about 1 million homes behind as a country for new home starts, which is why we've been low inventory. Even before the pandemic, we were showing this weird low inventory that shouldn't have been there. And it's because those guys and gals lost a lot of money and were afraid of building too much. And then we saw that fear with builders last fall, and they completely stopped, which actually continued to make our market not shift quite as much as we thought it would, because we have low inventory, and this is part of the problem. So builder confidence is getting a little bit better. It was bad. Mortgage rates. So this is 6.6. We're actually at about 7 today, I think, or a little bit higher. This shows our average mortgage rates since 1972, so we're a little bit lower. Average mortgage rates since, looks like they took it from the 1990, 5.97, so a little bit over that historic average. Don't you like this dorky stuff? It's so great. Oh, affordability. I'm just talk about this. I love this. So here's the proof that it is not as bad as it looks. When you look at that 7% interest rate, it's hard to swallow if you're used to a 3, but we're never going to see a 3 again, I don't think. But here's the deal. In 1981, that's when my parents bought a house in Poway, California. They had an 18% interest rate and affordability was 49%. That means 49% of their income went to their house on average. Today it's 29%. And the average is 27. And that's showing all affordability of income versus expense. And yeah, P&I is percent of income, and then the historical average is 27. Cool, not bad. The other problem in the gift, like all the, there's always a negative to every positive, right? 89% of mortgages have less than 5% interest rate as a country. I guess my question for you is, send me a message. Why do you think that's a problem? Agents don't sell very much houses. That's what this says. Be careful, interview your agent, make sure they sell a lot of houses so they're experienced. If they didn't sell a house last weekend, they don't know what's going on in the market. That's how I test the market, is I list houses and I sell them, and I know what the activity is based on the feedback and the showings on my listings. So homeowner equity, 87 million homeowners. So the opportunity here that so many people have less than 5% interest rate, it actually means they have more equity than they should, because people bought houses at like 3 and 4%. They could afford the houses and it drove prices up. So we have more equity in real estate than we've ever had since the history of World War II. So of the 87 million homeowners, 39% own their homes free and clear. I was shocked by that. And then 61% have mortgages. So the 39% own outright, 31% has less than 50% equity, 30% has more than 50% equity. And the low interest rates did that, right? They drove the prices up to have that equity in the home. So 70% of homeowners have at least 50% equity in their home. Lastly, this is for my young folks, my people that are like not owning a house yet, but buying a dream car. This gives us a scenario of buying your dream car versus buying your dream home. And I've always recommended to buy your dream home first and then buy your dream car when you're ready. I just bought my dream car at 41 after I own several houses and have several rental properties. And then I got to buy my dream car. So you bought a $200,000 home in 2014, 20% down, 4% rate, and you own a truck you bought in 2015. Your mortgage payment is $1,597 and your truck is paid off. So there's your total debt in this scenario. Oh yeah, budget home and dream car. This is your total debt. Keep living in your current home and buy your dream car. 100K 2022 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, $90,000 financed at 8% for 5 years. So that's what it really increases your cost of living when you buy that. You already own the house, right? But then you've just really increased your cost of living. Dream car versus dream home. So car payment, an A, because you buy your budget car here. Your mortgage payment is $3,869. So you upgraded, right? And then your total debt is $3,379. And now you have an appreciating asset. And then dream car versus dream home, budget home and dream car. Wow. $4,804 a month. Dream car versus dream home. Maybe you have neither, right? Let's buy one or the other. Dream home, dream car. Oh my God. So yeah, okay. Keep your truck, sell your home, now worth 800, and buy your dream home for 1.1 million. And so take that equity and put it into your dream home. And now you're out, at 1.1 because you use that equity at 4,460. But oh, this is the one I love the most. Yay. Okay, budget home, dream car, or dream home, budget car. For every $50,000 in car debt at today's rates, you're actually losing $200,000 in home purchasing power. I literally drove in a $300,000 car when I was in Austin for this conference. And I thought, oh my gosh, she could have bought an apartment complex. Anyway, so market update. I love this kind of stuff, and I know it's a lot, and I wanted to keep it like fairly quick and not overwhelm you guys. But if you really like eat that stuff for breakfast, send me a message so I can get you the full report. And if you have any questions, if you're thinking about that big decision of selling your home and buying your next home, and you think you can't do it because of interest rates, I'd love to do the math, because we take that equity and we put it into your next purchase, maybe even buy down your interest rate in the next house. This is an amazing opportunity. We have more equity than we've ever seen in real estate before. It's all tied up in our 3% interest rates. And even better, could we keep that house as a rental property, your first home, and then you buy your dream home, and now you're creating an appreciating asset that's cash flowing because it's an amazing interest rate and you bought it for less, and then they get your family into your right home. I hope you all have a great day.